What's up guys, this is Gail from Blackwing Games coming at you today with the first video on my newest channel. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys the first in a new series that I'm going to be kicking off called Pocket Money Decks. These are decks that you can build from scratch to go to locals if you're new to the game or want to get a younger brother, friend, whatever into the game and they don't want to spend a lot of money at the start. This is literally £15 for the entire main deck. Is going to be the budget that I'm setting for the whole thing. I had some room left over with this one, but I was quite happy with what I threw together. And one more thing before we get into the video is I apologise for the mishmash colour in sleeves. That was the one thing I forgot to buy today before I had to shoot this video, so they are just in mishmash sleeves that I had left in my tin. Anyway, let's get into the video. So first things first, we're playing 3 ghostric Jananchi. I apologise for the pronunciation of this. This card's fantastic and just sort of searches us and gets plays going. I'm using prices from magicmadhouse.com, Chaos Cards, and other sites that are available to us here in the UK. And these are going for 5p each. On their site. Then we're doing 3 skeleton. This is basically the win condition of the deck, especially if your opponent plays, say, Pot of Desires. You wait for them to Pot of Desires, banish 10, and then you keep doing this every turn for sometimes banish like 15 cards. Plus, if you're playing 2 of them, and you basically just make your opponent deck out, and that's one of the win conditions that the deck has. So we're all good there. They're priced at 5p a card as well. Another 5p card, we have Ghostric Mummy. This card just enables us an extra normal summon and acts as a 1500 beta if you really need to use it that way. Ghostric Stein, this card's just in here because it's another name and can get us some searches. Next we're playing 3 of the best card in here, Ghostric Doll. This card's just such a blowout, and it's genuinely just great if your opponent kills it, or hell, if you just literally let it get flipped, it's fantastic. So 3 copies of this, and they're priced at 10p each. Next was a 20p card, was the cheapest I could find it for at Chaos Cards, is 2 Ghostric Witch. This card is just a once per turn, target an opponent's monster, change it to face down defense position. It combos off well with a few other cards in the deck, especially if you flip this one first and then go ahead and flip up Skeleton. You'll be able to get the same amount of cards banished from your opponent's top deck, only if you really wanted to you could punch over it, because not a lot of things have a lot of defense right now. So again, just a good card to have in here. Then I play 3 Ghostric Spectre. This card is just when your Ghostric monster is destroyed, special summon this from your hand in face down defense position and draw 1 card. It's fantastic in the deck, only costs 10p. It enables you to draw a card, which is always good. And just is a face down Ghostric name, so you can summon your others, do whatever you need to with it. Then I play 2 Ghostric Jack Frost. This card just stops you from dying if your opponent attacks you with anything that's not a link monster. The reason why this deck is so niche at the minute and is so you'll be lucky to win against link spam decks is because links obviously cannot be changed to face down defense position, so he becomes a little bit more ineffective, but your opponent will hopefully be attacking you with things that aren't link monsters, and you can summon him from your hand, change it to face down defense and combo off. Next is, and they're 10p as well. Next is the most expensive card in the deck, and we run 3 copies of it. It's Scapegoat, Swift Scarecrow, Scapegoat, duh. 3 copies of Swift Scarecrow. These are priced at 50p each. Because of the field spells and other things that I play in the deck, your opponent's going to be attacking you directly quite a lot, and just having set Ghostricks, your opponent attacks you with a link monster, so that none of your stuff's going to set it. Your field spell kicks in, you discard this, that's the end of their battle phase. It just helps you stay in the game. That's actually it for monsters. Then we're playing 2 copies of Ghostric Museum. This card is just when your opponent basically all of their attacks become direct, so Swiss Scarecrow's great. A couple of the cards that are playing in the deck become great because all of the attacks are direct. And I think this is the one that, sorry, because 2 field spells do the same thing. So any battle damage you do take, if you're not able to block the attack, is halved. So it takes your opponent a long old time to end up killing you. Then we play 2 Ghostric Museum. I was only going to play one of this, but I only had the 1 Parade. If you're playing this deck, you should probably cut the 1 Museum for the Ghostric Parade. I could only find the 1 Parade though. The Ghostric Museum is a 5p card and Parade is a 10p card, so, oh no, you're bumping it up by 5p. Last of the big spenders you. But no, that is a fantastic ratio to play. This one, any monster that attacked you directly and inflicted damage gets flipped face down. And this one is every time an opponent's monster does damage to you, you can add a Ghostric card from your deck to hand. So if they're not playing Link monsters, and your opponent attacks you with 1 monster, you'll eat the lowest attack. Then when it attacks with the second time, you summon the Jack Frost that you just search. There are combos to be had. I play 1 copy of Terraforming, just so that we can pick and choose what field spell we want. Occasionally we go second or go first, it really doesn't matter. So we play 1 set rotation, so that we've got access to multiple field spells at once. The last spell card we play is 1 copy of Book of Moon, because this card does everything we need it to. It sets your opponent's monster face down, can block us from attacks, can help combo off, it really doesn't matter. It's the best -1 in the game. 3 copies of Ghostric Scare. This card again becomes quite ineffective if you play facing a Link-centric deck, however you can wait for them to spam them board with monsters ready to Link summon, flip this, flip as many Ghostric cards as you need to, resolve as many Ghostric effects as you can, and interrupt your opponent during their turn. Fantastic card. Next card we're playing is 2 Ghostric Vanish. This card helps protect your Ghostrics on the field and helps you stay alive if you don't have any of your field spells up or any of your attack negations. You reveal 1 Ghostric in hand and your Ghostric monsters cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. It just helps you stay in the game. Next, for more interruption, especially during the opponent's battle phase, we play the 2 copies of Ghostric Go Around. I'm sorry, the Ghostric Scares are 10p each, the Ghostric Vanishes are 5p. These, the cheapest I could find actually, was 30p each for Ghostric Go Around, but they just help you flip 1 of your Ghostric monsters and resolve its effect, and set an opponent's monster face down, or you can set one of your monsters and flip your opponent's, I believe. It's just interruption during your opponent's turn that's really good. Next, priced at 25p each, we've got 2 copies of Mirror Force, just because obviously your opponent does quite a lot of attacking, and if they have Link monsters and only have attack position monsters, Mirror Force, just to blow them out of the water, comes up really well. Obviously not too effective against, say, Borreload Dragon, but if your opponent's playing Borreload Dragon against Ghostrix, your opponent's an asshole. Final 2 cards in the deck, priced at 20p each, we have 2 Magic Cylinders. Because your opponent summoning, say, Blue Eyes White Dragon and attacking you, thinking, oh, this will be great, I can attack him directly and do 4k, and then they get Magic Cylindered in 2018, is fantastic. Anyway, guys, that's the total price of the deck here. This is the first in the series of budget decks for £15 or less. This one was a little bit way under budget, so you've got plenty of money to play around with the extra deck. You could build a side deck if you wanted. In fact, this was so cheap, I was considering maybe even running a couple copies of the Common Allure for Darkness just to draw, because we've got the money left over for it. Or, of course, you could build a extra deck, but honestly, it never really comes up. Thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like this video, then please give me some ideas in the comment section below for decks that you think could be built for under £15. I will do my best to build one and post it. Thank you very much. This is Blackwing, signing out.